guys, welcome back to Make It with Mod Podge. My name's Cathie and today I've got a really fun summer wreath to share with you. And can you believe this wreath started out as a pizza pan? This is such an easy project to do, and one of my favorite things about it is that when you join the rope wrapped wreath and the pizza pan, you get that little pocket in there, and it's just perfect for hot gluing in some succulents, some silk flowers, greenery, whatever you want. Now I'm doing this for summer, but this technique works for any season or holiday. So let's dive right into this napkin decoupage project. For this project, I'm using a pizza pan, a 14-inch wire wreath base, napkins, and rope. I'm starting by hot gluing the rope around the base of my wreath. I'm just wrapping it all the way around the front and the back, and I'm going to do the napkin decoupage over this. I did have to piece my rope together, so I just hot glued it in different sections. Now for that napkin decoupage, I'm only using the top printed ply, and I'm using Mod Podge satin for this. So you can see I'm separating those napkin plies, cutting them into strips, then I'm just applying my Mod Podge over the rope and getting those edges, and then I'm just piecing on those napkins. And this is going to create a very cool texture, especially with this all over print napkin. I'm doing this all the way around the wreath, and I'm letting this dry about an hour before I flip it to the other side. Now once it's dry, you can flip it over, and then you will just Mod Podge the pieces to the back and just add more Mod Podge there and flip those pieces over and glue them down. You can top coat the whole thing with more Mod Podge, and that will really seal down the napkins. Now before we move on to the hot gluing of the ribbon, make sure that this is thoroughly dry. Now this took a good few hours for it to dry. Then I'm wrapping it with some really pretty velvet ribbon, and I'm just hot gluing that to the back. So just wrapping and gluing, wrapping and gluing. Now for the inside, I'm going to paint that pizza pan with some folk art home decor chalk, and that's just so the colors of my napkin pop through. And now that it's dry, I'm ready to add my Mod Podge. I am using the satin Mod Podge, just coating it all over the top there. And then I'm going to apply that napkin and smooth with my fingers, and that is a dry paintbrush. And I'm just painting over that with the dry brush to remove any wrinkles and to really get that napkin sealed down. Then wait a few minutes and go ahead and trim away the excess on the edges, and then add a little bit more Mod Podge to seal down the edges. Now once that's completely dry, you are ready to put the two pieces together. And I'm going to do that with hot glue. I'm just adding a bead of hot glue all the way around the outer edge of that pizza pan and the wire wreath, and that is on the back side. For this, I'm adding a picture hanger to the very back at the end. Now let's decorate. I'm going to go ahead and add some of my silk plants here. I've got a little bit of this pinky coral greenery, and then I'm just going to hot glue in that crevice there. That's why I really love this technique, is it gives you a big spot just to put all your different flowers down in there. So let's go ahead and load this all up by hot gluing the flowers down. These succulents I picked up at the dollar store. They had a wide variety of colors and shapes. This is a really fun way to decorate an outdoor wreath, and they're so pretty. These ones were very realistic. So just go ahead and hot glue them in. There's no right or wrong way to do this. And again, really taking advantage of that extra little nook by joining the pizza pan and the wreath together. For that wood welcome sign that started out as plain wood, I painted it with a color to match the napkins, and then I just hot glued that into position to finish off the look. I love how this turned out. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I did want to share with you one tip. Today I did use the satin formula of Mod Podge, but if you're going to be putting this out on a porch that's going to have the elements hitting it, you could easily switch that up for the outdoor formula of Mod Podge. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'll be back here next week with another fun project to share with you, and until then, have a super crafty week. Bye!